Hello, this is Terry Dean from terrydean.org, and today I just wanted to explain to you 7 reasons why information publishing is the ultimate internet business. This is the business that I've done for years now, and it's a business that I absolutely love. And I want to give you some of the advantages of why you'd want to be in an information publishing business if you're not already. Number one, you can get started with little or no money. Now, there's a lot of businesses out there that cost a lot of money to start. You want to go out and start a restaurant, you're going to be paying a franchise fee if it's a franchise. You're going to end up paying possibly 200,000, 300,000, 500,000 or even more to get everything set up and running. You're going to have to take out loans. You're going to have to spend a lot of money to get that up and running. To start an information business online, what are you going to need to spend? Well, if you start off by creating maybe a simple ebook, you probably already have the word processor tools you need. To actually get set up, you'll need to go over to clickbank.com, get an account with them. That's under 50 bucks, and you're set up to process. You'll need to get a web host. You can get those for $7 or less, and you'll need to get a website designed. If you don't have any website design software, you might have to pay somebody else to do that, and you're talking a couple of $100 for that. So we get you in business for not very much money at all if you start with an ebook business. If you wanted to create a CD or let's say an audio CD, how much would it cost to get an audio CD set up? Well, if you use a service such as Kanaki.com, all you'll have to do is get an audio CD recorded and you'll be able to upload to them, have some a basic design put on it through their basic templates, and they're not going to charge you anything for setting it up. You'll just have you can order yourself a copy, or people can buy directly through them, and they'll pay you each month for the sales that you're making. You can do the same thing if you wanted to create a DVD and go in through them. So we're talking, you can get set up in an information business really low cost. So you can get started with little no money. An advantage, another big advantage for it is, you get to create a passive income from your skills. Think about that for a minute, a passive income from your skills. I know a lot of people who are consultants, or they do coaching, or they do whatever, and they're getting paid for their time. They're getting paid for the hours they work. Well, instead of getting paid for the hours you work, you can work once and get paid on it forever. And I love doing that, working once and get paid on it forever. You create the information product one time, you create that ebook one time, and you keep making money from it as people buy it today, they buy it tomorrow, they buy it next week, they buy it a year from now, and you keep getting paid on it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your website is selling for you, making money for you constantly, and you're earning a passive income from the skills you've developed and from the knowledge that you have. Instead of you having to constantly work for it, you're making money passively. A third advantage for information publishing is you can team up to use other people's information. Let's say that you don't have any knowledge that you think other people want to buy. Now, I don't believe that's true. I believe you do have knowledge that other people would be willing to pay for. But I'm just going to humor you for a bit here and say that let's assume that you don't have any. You can find other people who do have knowledge, interview them, and create an information product out of it. People are usually really shocked once I show them how easy it is to start getting interviews and securing interviews in almost any market. Top writers in a market are used to doing interviews to promote their books. And they will give you a good interview for you to create an information product out of. You could create an audio series on the subject, or you could do an audio interview and then have it transcribed and create an ebook out of it. But you can use other people's information to start your information empire. Now, here's a big advantage, and this is one of the reasons I really love information publishing. It's the fact that you have average margins of 10 times or higher. Think about how tight margins are on some products, such as computers. And some businesses, they'll talk about having 30% margins or 40% margins. Well, do you realize that in information publishing, we have 1,000 margins. A product that costs $2 to duplicate can sell for $20 or more. Right now, for example, at Kanaki, it costs you $1.75 per DVD, and that's buying one DVD at a time. So $1.75 per DVD, one DVD at a time. Now, how much does a DVD sell for? Most people, if you go down to the store and you're buying a movie DVD, a normal going price for a new one's $19.95. In the information business, a DVD goes anywhere from the $19.95 all the way up to $100 or more, depending on the information on the DVD. And again, no matter what the information is on the DVD, we're only paying $1.75 to get it duplicated one at a time. If you wanted to get mass volume, I'm sure you can find a cheaper rate for getting it duplicated. But just think that $1.75 DVD, we're selling it for at least 10 times, possibly even 100 times as much as it's costing us duplicated. So you have some huge margins built in, which means you have more profits coming out and you have more money that you could spend on advertising. Here's another benefit people don't really think about a whole lot when it comes to information publishing. In information publishing, you don't have competitors because people don't just buy one book. They don't just buy one DVD on the subject. If you know somebody who loves golf, how many books do they have on golf? How many DVDs do they own on golf? Did they buy one and quit? No, they didn't buy one and quit. They bought loads of them. They bought loads of books. They bought a bunch of different books. But let's take a different example. If you were selling golf clubs, how many sets of golf clubs do they have? Not nearly as many as they do information products. They have one set they're using. They might have a few other sets that they have that they've bought along the way, but it's not going to be like information products. So you can see one author can end up promoting the other authors. That person who has a DVD, they can promote somebody else who has a DVD. So instead of having competitors, you have joint venture partners. That doesn't happen in all other types of products. If somebody's looking to buy a car this month, they're not likely to buy a whole bunch of different cars this month. They're not in the market for multiple cars. Yet somebody who's in the market for information is in the market for multiple books on the subject. And just think about all the other physical products. You don't buy a whole bunch of computers at one time unless you're a business. Somebody at home isn't going to buy a whole bunch of computers. They're going to buy this brand or they're going to buy that brand right now, and they're going to pick out whatever it is that they want for that computer. Yet for the books, when it comes into buying information products, the books, the CDs, the DVDs, the course manuals, the ebooks, they end up buying a large number of different information products so they can be joint venture partners instead of competitors. And that's a big advantage. That's the reason I talked about it so much right there. Information can be delivered in multiple formats. Multiple formats. What does that mean? That means I can produce an ebook. Let's say I write a 30-page ebook about a subject. I can also, on the same subject, create a DVD showing some of the techniques. I can also take that same subject and interview 4 experts on the subject and create a CD set, a 4 CD set on that subject. I could even start teaching people about that subject monthly and create a membership site for that same subject. If we wanted to go really in depth and people were willing to pay for it, we could even do a workshop on that subject. And I could have a whole series of products on the same subject. I might have we'll say a $30 ebook. I have a set of 4 CDs that I sell for $67. I have a DVD that I'm selling for $100. I create a membership site that I'm charging $20 a month for. I create that workshop and we charge $1,000 for the workshop. So I can deliver the same type of information in different formats. to the same customers. And here's the biggest benefit. The information business is always booming. You'll see that some industries, they go through cycles. They go up, they go down. But is there any point in time where people don't need to be educated? Is there any point in time where they don't need to learn new information? And the answer is no. This business is always booming. And it's always growing.